Hi, welcome to Raw and Somewhat Slightly Blurred. Today, I want to talk about how I chose my path as an artist. I was listening to a podcast of Amy Mann and Ted Leo. It's called The Process of Art. It made me realize I made a living of art all my life. I remember when I was young and when I was 18 years old and graduated from high school, I majored in 4 topics. I majored in math, biology, geography, and art. Math, I could have gone and be a computer programmer. I could have gone to be a biologist or doctor. I was interested in going into the medical field. But after high school, I just wanted to travel, and I went a year to Paris. I figured that'll give me some time to decide what I wanted to do in life, and besides, it sounded a lot like fun. I tried to envision my life, how it would be. I remember being in a hospital visiting a friend, and I saw this doctor, and she had rings under her eyes. And I imagined her working and being in the hospital all day, and I was thinking that would not be anything I want to do. I couldn't see myself being indoors, being in neon light all day, being on call all day. Back then, it just crossed my mind. It wasn't really a conscious thing. And then I went to Paris, and in Paris, I was really exposed to art. And I'm gonna have to backtrack. When I was young, my mother saved my drawings from when I was 3 years old. I've always drawn. It gave me peace. When there was weird atmosphere in my house, I would draw, I would paint. We arts and crafted. We made candles. We made candy. We sang for Christmas. My mom really encouraged us to be doing all those things. Even when I wanted to mess up the kitchen and cook something or bake something, she knew I was gonna clean it very good. And she said yes. She was on my side. Also, after I had a couple times I had bad grades in geography and some other topics, and I was crushed. But my mother told me you can't be good at everything. And later, another thing I have to quote my mother too is she said to me, Tanya, you can be anything you want in life. Now, that's probably not totally true. But what she tried to achieve is more follow your dreams. If you think you can make it, you can make it. When I surprised her one day, I'm going to travel all over the world and go starting with Africa by myself. You know what she did? She said, oh, okay. She did not have the frightened look on her face. This is the background where I came from. My mother and then later my stepdad really supported me mentally in pursuing my weird ideas and dreams. After Paris, I really felt that I couldn't be in a medical profession. I had to look for something more artistic, and I thought architecture maybe, but I had to wait. In Germany, you have to wait. You have to have a certain number in your college degree to. It depends how quick you get into that field. So I had to wait, and I was offered an apprenticeship in graphic design. That's how my career began. And when I came to America, I pursued tattooing. Why? In America, I could have maybe gone other ways, but also you have to understand my English wasn't that good yet, and I didn't need that much English for being a tattoo artist. Of course you do. But it fascinated me, and I had a passion for it. And for me, I'm the kind of person, if I like to do something, if I put my heart to something, I'll go for it. When I started tattooing, there weren't many women that were tattoo artists. There wasn't any internet where you could order your gear from. You had to weasel information out of other tattoo artists. You had to figure out where to buy things. But that's not, I don't want to get into that. After 20 years of tattooing, being self-employed, sometimes you don't know where if you're gonna make enough money with the overhead and the rent. I often thought, why can't I just be a cashier or a bagger at Safeway? Something simple where after the 9 to 5, I go home and I don't have to think about my job anymore. I can just have a drink and relax or do whatever. That I try to imagine too, but I just can't. There's something inside of me that keeps going. No, you have to do art. After tattooing, and I'm not going to tell you my age, but 20 years of tattooing career shifted me into photography. And now you think to yourself, photography isn't really that lucrative of a profession. Even wedding photography, what I do now, I just built it. It's hard. You have to advertise. And why am I doing this? Why can't I become a cop like my boss always tells me, my boss and my little side job that I have? Because I can't. If I would do that, if I would do some regular job, and believe me, I would have liked to have an office party sometime, or have a Christmas party, just the regular life where people eat a lot of cake at a happy birthday, sing a happy birthday. But I would kill what's inside me. I would kill my ideas. And now, after I started photography 4 years ago, and I just want to mention other things that I've done. So you know, when I was in my 20s, I was in a band. When I was married, I did 2 feature films, one in video and one in 16 millimeter. I wrote a book about my travels. There's always something new coming out. And now I want to do videography. I'm not a spring chicken, but that doesn't keep me away for trying something new. And I won't give up. And I won't let money or the fear of not making money, and that's a huge one. I think for a lot of young people that have talents and passions when they're in high school, money is the major deciding factor. You have to believe that you will make it. If you don't believe that you will make it, you won't make it. And I have to thank my mother for that again. She said, you can make it. You can, if you think you can make it, you can make it, she would always tell me. I remember I told her once something different. I said, Mom, I want to fly to Manaus and go in the jungle. I was in the middle of buying myself a ticket. Do you think I can do it alone? She's like, well, do you think you can do it? I said, yeah, I can do it. And I booked the ticket. When I was 25, I told her I'm going to travel around the world. I'm going to start in the Congo. She did not blink. She did not bat an eyelash. She let me go. She did not project her fear. But then she would say, you know what, let's get you the credit card, we put your money. She would help me, give me little tips, how, not financially, just more morally. She'd give me good moral foundation to make it. And that's really important. When you choose your life path as a young person, you have to think about and envision. That's what I did, envision my life. How would it be? Think, plan it out. Roll that movie in your head. Not the fear movie. Just roll the actual movie. What would happen? Okay, I want to study literature. What will I do with literature? Am I passionate about that? How will my life look like? And money can come if that's important to you. You want to raise a few kids. You're a guy. You want to be a provider, or it's whatever you need to do. Believe me, I often wanted to be a regular person. I mean, what is regular after all? But talking about not being an artist and not making that your career. I hope this helped you a little bit or give you some ideas. Keep it up. Keep your good, positive happiness and spirit up, and you'll make it one day at a time. Thanks. Tune in next week.